Alright, today we're going to talk about solving linear equations. When we went over investigation 3.4, solving linear equations, we talked about properties of equality. As a review, properties of equality just states that anything on the left side of your equal sign has to be of the same value as the information on the right side of your equation. So if you look at the equation we have here, 2x plus 3 equals 9. We know that the right side of the equation equals 9, therefore the left side, when you combine the 2x and the 3, that also has to equal 9. What we're going to talk about today is to figure out, if you can't just look at it and figure out what that x value is worth, how do you go about solving it? So the first thing I'm going to try to do is combine like terms on each side of the equal sign. On the left side of the equal sign I have 2x and I have a 3, so there's nothing that I combine at that point. The 9, there's only one number, so nothing I can combine there either. So the next thing I want to do is to try to get all the variables on one side of the equal sign and all of the variables on the other, or the numbers on the other side of the equal sign. If I look at the right side, again there's just a 9, so there's nothing I need to do on that side. But on the left side I have that plus 3. Now I want the 2x over there, but I don't want that 3. So I have to ask myself, what is the opposite of plus 3? And the opposite of that is going to be minus 3. And again, we talked about the properties of equality, so if I change the left side, I also have to do the exact same change to the right side. And then I'm just going to look at those and solve those little problems right there. 3 minus 3 is going to be 0. 9 minus 3 is going to be 6. And then I'm going to want to rewrite this equation. Now, it wouldn't make any sense to write 2x plus 0, so I'm just going to write 2x, and then I'm going to say that that is equal to the 6 on the other side. There's no more addition or subtraction that I can do over here, but I still have that 2 in front of the x there, and that 2 next to the x means 2 times x. So now I need to undo that 2 times x. And the opposite of multiplication is division. And of course, if I want to do something to the left side, if I follow those properties of equality, I have to do the same exact thing to the right side. In this situation now, I know that 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 1 times x is just going to leave me with the plain old x. I could write 1x if I wanted to, but that really wouldn't make any difference to the problem. On the right side is going to be a 6 divided by 2, and I know that that is equal to 3. Back up here with the 2 divided by 2, sometimes you're going to hear the term that the 2 cancels the other 2 out. Dividing by 2 cancels that 2 out. I do not want you to think that way because that's not really a math term, but if you hear somebody say that, that's what it means. It's just saying that the 2 divided by 2 is 1. Because any number divided by itself is 1, and 1 times x is just x. The next thing I need to do is check the problem. So I'm going to start out with the same 2x plus 3 equals 9. And we said that the value of that x was 3. So I'm going to plug that 3 right here in the equation where the x used to be. So that's going to give me 2 times 3 plus 3 equals 9. Now I know that 2 times 3 is 6, so I'm going to rewrite it as 6 plus 3 equals 9. Now if this is a true statement, then I know that that answer of 3 is the only correct number that I could substitute into the equation. So because I know that 6 plus 3 is 9, then I know that 3 is the correct number. If I had tried to substitute anything else in there instead of that 3, it would have been an incorrect or a false statement. For instance, if I had tried to use a 4, 2 times 4 is 8, 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 does not equal 9, therefore I know that 4 is not the right answer. So again, first steps that you need to solve: combine the like terms. Second thing you need to do is isolate the variables. So I want the x on one side and I want all the numbers on the other side. And remember to start getting rid of the numbers on the side with the variables, you have to undo what's in there. So if you look at this first part of here, to undo that plus 3, I subtracted 3. And if I did it on one side, I have to do the exact same thing on the other side. To undo the multiplication, I divided by the same number, and if I did it on that side, I have to do the same thing on the other side. And then when I'm finished with the problem, I want to substitute the number that I came up with for the variable and check to see if it is a true statement. If it is a true statement, then I know that that is the correct answer.